I'm Dayton McCarty. This is my wife Lauren. We own and operate McCarty Farms in Mountain View, Arkansas. Growing up, my part was just, my dad had a cow-calf operation. He was a carpenter his whole life, and both my mom and my dad's family both had cattle, and I just really fell in love with it, you know. I knew I was going to do it from, I guess, when I was born, and it's just, I always was in it, and I never played sports. I just always helped Dad, and that was what I loved to do and still love to do it.
Whenever he was a little kid, he was one of the only kids that would go to the John Deere dealership and take his toy tractors and trade them in for a new one. That's a true story.
I traded my shoes off when I was little one time.
For a tractor. So I grew up on a farm as well. My parents didn't own it, but my dad managed it. I had to clean out horse stalls every day, working in the hay fields. That's all I knew. I'm
a fourth generation poultry farmer. My great-great-grandpa started with J.K. Sutherland when he first started in Concord. Then my grandpa actually grew chickens, and my dad, he raised here for a short time, then we took over it. We've got 6 commercial broiler houses for OMP, and each house has roughly around 30,000 chickens a house. They take a lot of time and effort, but if you don't put it into it, you're not going to get the benefit back out of the thing. Last October, we had the opportunity to purchase a registered black Angus herd from a neighbor, and we bought them and went head first. There's 30 of those cows, and we really enjoy it, and we really hope we do good in it, because it's just something new for us that we're trying to learn and trying to build something that we have control over the market of versus taking them to a sale barn and just getting what you get out of them. We're trying to sell everything off the farm and maybe sell some freezer beef too. Here we cut roughly around 40 acres of hay for ourselves. We chicken litter it and commercial it, and we usually put up probably 600, 700 bales a year between me and my dad. We're just grass farmers, and we use the cows to manage it.
Kids who are raised on a farm have different work ethic. Both of us it was installed in us, work ethic. And I think it's because we grew up on farms.
I hope my kids think of me the same way I always thought of my grandpas and my dad. You know, I'd do anything for my dad. I never did want to let him down when I was a kid. I want to stay sustainable, but yet, you know, efficient. I don't want to get so big I neglect something. If you get to a point that you neglect something, I don't want one or the other things that I do suffering in the world. My kids, I don't want to neglect them. Like Hollister, he plays football, and Slayton, he does a lot of stuff at school because he's really smart, and I don't want to have to make them help me 100% of the time, you know. And that's our main goal, is just to get better in the register deal. Maybe buy some donor cows in the years to come, and sell some embryos and stuff. And then the freezer beef deal, that's going to become a real deal maybe this fall. It took me a long time to figure that out with anything you're going to do. If you don't put 100% into it, you're not going to see it out of it.